What's up, you guys? What's up? Welcome back to my channel. It is Sugar Salon TV. So I'm taking this sewing down. She had this in a while. I'm like, let's take it out. Let's get it out. Let's take it out. Let's do it. Let's get rid of it. Let's do it. You gotta go. Goodbye. See ya. So I'm taking it out and we about to do it. You're going to see what we're going to do here. I hope you're a subscriber. If not, would you consider subscribing if you are? Thank you so much. If you're a first-time visitor, welcome to my channel, Sugar Salon TV. Thank you for visiting. I hope you become a fan, a family member. Team Sugar. I hope you subscribe. And don't forget to smash that notification bell. That bell. So as I mentioned, you guys, she has tons of hair, which you guys are going to see in a few. And I'm pressing my way through here. She's had this sewing in since December the 1st. So I got the bundles out. Thank you, God. Oh, my. Oh, me, oh, my. Gratefulness. Hashtag gratefulness. Finally got it out. So you see, to reveal all of this hair. So the big deal is, you guys, when you take braids out or a sew-in out or any kind of protected style out, you cannot go straight to the shampoo bowl. You cannot go straight to your shower, your kitchen sink, or however you shampoo your hair. And again, I installed it on 12/1/2022, December the 1st, 2022. So she's had it in a while. And I'm uploading this video on the same day that I took it out. So again, you got to be very cognizant and very wise. A lot of people do this where they take their braids out, they take their sew-in out, and they do not detangle their hair, and then they go straight to shampooing their hair, and then it mats up. It'll mat up, it'll lock up, it'll become rock hard. You just cannot do that with natural hair. And so you can scan. I've made it very easy and user-friendly for you guys to subscribe. All you got to do is scan that QR code, and it'll take you right to my YouTube channel, and you can smash that subscribe button. So again, you guys, you want to go straight in on that conditioner. So what you see me spraying in her hair, or what you saw me spraying right here, what you see me spraying, that's just conditioner with some water in it. It's the greatest thing to detangle with ever. And then as I'm detangling, I saw some more cornrow braids in her hair again. The install date was December the 1st, 2022. And so we're taking it out. It's been in a while. And then she did come in for a retightening, which my clients don't ever need that, but she did come in for that. So that's why it took a little bit more time to take it out, because it was in there really good. And then you see she has all this hair. Oh my God. A lot of hair. Oh my God. Oh my. Tons of hair. More hair than the sew-in. By the time I put a amino in this hair, hers, and blow dry it out and straighten it out, it'll be more hair than the sew-in. But I didn't do any amino. I detangled it really, really good, very thoroughly. And when I say detangle, you got to really detangle, you guys. You got to get in there and get it out. Because again, natural hair, it gets really, really comfortable in the position that it's in. It gets very comfy, very cozy, like in a warm blanket. So that's how natural hair is when you've had it braided up, or some, you had it a sew-in or some type of protective style that you had. When you take it loose and you take it down, if you don't do your due diligence and do what you need to do, which is detangle, 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 You have to detangle really, really well. Detangle. Because if you don't, when that water hits it, it's going to seize up and it's going to be hard as a rock. I've had clients of my own to do that to their own hair. And they both were, and a couple of them were, a few of them were long-time clients. And I'm like, you guys know I've never just taken out any kind of braids or sew-in or anything and just not detangle you. You gotta really, really detangle. I mean, I can't stress that enough. Because I've really literally seen people have to cut some of their hair out because they don't. So as long as you detangle very, very well, all I do is I get a spray bottle, as you saw me with that blue spray bottle. I put some water in there and I put some conditioner in there. You can also add a little bit of oil in there, like a virgin olive oil or a light castor oil. Some type of oil, just maybe a teaspoon of oil in there. Shake it up really good. Because all that's going to do is give you the slippage that you need. The conditioner and the oil is going to give you the slippage. So that's what's going to help detangle that hair. Because again, natural hair gets comfortable really easy when it's braided up or weaved up, or it gets comfy. It don't want to, even if you have natural hair and you haven't had a press in a long time, like you haven't had it pressed out in a long time, and then you come in and you hadn't had it pressed in forever, their hair is not going to want to be straight. It's going to want to remain comfy and cozy. And so that's just natural hair. It has a memory to it. And it remembers that it doesn't have any relaxer in there. It remembers that it's not straight. It remembers that it's not silky. It remembers that it's not flowing. It remembers all that. It wants to be curled up. It wants to be comfy and it wants to be cozy. So if you don't do what you need to do, it's going to be a mess. So now, you just see me cornroll her up. She's just getting some crochet faux locks. That's what she's getting. So I'm just doing the regular straight backs. I'm just doing straight backs on her. I'm not going to connect any braids at all. I'm just going to do the straight backs. Because she just came out of a protective style with the sew-in. So I'm not going to be connecting braids and doing all that. I don't want to confuse this hair, the natural hair, so I'm just going to be straight back, keeping it real simple. And then when she comes out of this, I probably do like an amino on her, or a quick amino acid treatment, which is great, 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 and it's chemical free. And I offer it at my salon. I offer it. And so now I'm just doing some straight backs on her. And you guys just continue to look and watch and enjoy. So I'm not the tallest person, so whenever I get on somebody's top of their head, I always have to have them kind of hold their head up. Because a lot of times when you're doing hair, people, clients, of course, they be really relaxed, so they don't even really realize they not holding their head up, or they may be leaning their head, or maybe, leaning it to the left or to the right. They're all relaxed, so, they not paying attention, but I'm just 5'4". So when I get to the top of somebody's head, I either have to have them slide down in a chair or hold their head all the way up, especially when I start braiding the front. You're going to see me asking her to hold the head up because, a lot of times people are reading or they're on their phone. Sometimes they're watching TV. Usually when clients come in, I ask them what they want to watch. I have all type of streaming apps on my TV, and I definitely believe in having a TV in my salon suite because I know a lot of times as moms, whether you're married, single, or whatever your situation is, I feel like a lot of time we as women, we don't have time to have me time, quote unquote, me time. So a lot of times when you get home, whether you're married, single, got kids, whatever your situation is, when you get home, all the focus is on the home, cleaning, cooking, all this other stuff you have to do, helping the kids with homework, taking them to where they need to be, where they got to go, if they doing football, basketball, softball, hockey, whatever, soccer, whatever they doing. Then usually as a mom, you the one got to be dropping them off, you their personal Uber driver, really. And so there may be, shows that you see on Netflix, you see the preview and you want to watch it, or Hulu or Peacock or whatever you have, Tubi and all the rest of them, HBO Max, all of that, Amazon Prime. I have all of that stuff, all of those on my TV, Hulu, Vudu, Netflix, Peacock, HBO Max, Tubi, all the rest of them. So I know a lot of times people don't really get to watch what they want to watch at home because they're busy with the kids, busy cooking, busy working, busy, busy, busy. That's the life we all live now. So that's the first thing I ask a client. Is there anything that you want to watch on TV? Sometimes they be like, oh yeah, I want to watch this. Or if they don't know what they want to watch and they leave it up to me, it's either going to be Prince. I'm going to be watching Prince concerts, some of his live concerts on YouTube. Or I'll be finding something, or I'll tell them about something that I know about. But I'm always going to try to put myself in the place of the client. It's a few more things I want to do to make the experience better for my clients. I'm always thinking about that because, as I mentioned, sometimes, you stay so busy, you don't even get to do some things for yourself. So if I can just simply say, is there anything you want to watch on TV? Any movie you want to see? Netflix, Vudu, Hulu, Tubi, Amazon Prime, HBO Max, any of those. Is there anything you want to watch? A lot of times they don't even know what they want to watch. So, but for me, it's about that customer service. Because again, a lot of times, just something simple like watching a movie could be the great escape. Like for me, when I was a kid, I used to read all the time because reading is an escape. It's really an escape. And what I learned now that I'm older, that when I was a kid and was doing all that reading, I didn't really realize that when you read a lot, it makes you very good with punctuation, and you're more cognizant of the words that you use, and you try to speak well, and you're very anal about punctuation too, because all of that reading that I used to do when I was a kid. It's a great escape. And back then, we didn't read on our cell phones. We didn't even have cell phones. We read a book. We actually held a book in our hand and read it. So anyway, I'm about half done with these braids. As I mentioned, I'm keeping it simple because she just came out of a protective style that she had in for a while. And so we didn't want to leave that sewing in too long. Usually I say 2.5 to 3 months, then let's get it out. But time be going by so fast, like really fast. And you see she has a lot of hair, really thick hair. It's very soft, but it's a lot of hair. So just doing the straight back, with the crochets, you can connect some of them together, but I didn't even do that. And I would have made some singles in the front, but for the sake of time, because I had so much detangling to do, I didn't even include the whole detangling video because I was detangling for a while. because you know I'm very, very cognizant of that, because the last thing I want to do is match somebody's hair up, because at the end of the day I'm a licensed stylist and they know that, and I'm experienced, so they can't be entrusting me with their hair and then I'm matting it up. So I have to do my due diligence and detangle, 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 detangle. No matter how long it takes me to detangle, I'm detangling it before I take them to that shampoo bowl and that water hits their hair. Um, yeah, I'm really big on that. So usually when I'm braiding for crochets, you know, I start off, you know, on the right side and go to the left, and then I go over it. When I'm almost finished, I go on that other side, on the left side, like you see me doing now, and then I start braiding. And then just meet in the middle almost. So I didn't add any hair. She didn't need any hair added because her hair is super thick. Now, some clients may have thinner texture hair, or their hair may be very, very soft and fine or something like that. Then I'll add like a little piece of braiding hair in, just to add some stability to the hair, to make it more stable and more strong. Because really, when you're doing crochet braids, the client's hair is the foundation. You know, the cornrows are the foundation that the locks, the crochet locks or whatever you're installing, the crochet hair is going to be attached to. So if the braids are too soft, if the hair is too fine, then you know the style is not going to last long. So just depending on what texture hair they have, if their hair texture is very fine, very soft, or kind of thin or something like that, I will add some hair in. Now, if I think their hair is too soft and too fine, or whatever the case may be, if I think it's not healthy for them to get crochet braids, I will let them know. You know, I do give people suggestions, recommendations. I give them my advice. You know, it's rare that people don't take it, because they know I've been doing hair, you know, in the industry a long time. So usually if I make a suggestion, people are just, you know, they don't go back and forth with me. They'll, you know, pretty much take my recommendation. And definitely, you know, I don't want to be the culprit of breaking anybody's hair off just to make some money. I'm not about that life right there. Like, I'm not about trying to make no money and doing stuff that I know could be damaging to a client's hair. Like, I'll talk people out of getting stuff, and they probably be thinking, oh, she's talking herself out of some money. And they may be how they feel, but that's not how I feel. Because at the end of the day, you're entrusting me with that one head of hair that God give us all. And God give us all one head of hair. I don't know anybody that has two heads of hair. God only gives us one head of hair. And so when people are entrusting me with that one head of hair that God give them, I have enough integrity to say, okay, girl, or okay, guy, you don't need to get this. You know, this is going to damage your hair, even if it's color, or even if it's, you know, whatever the case may be. So I'm really cognizant of that. I have a lot of integrity, and I'm not just trying to hype myself up. I'm just being very honest. Like, I'm not into breaking people's hair out and anything like that. Even with crochet braids or whatever kind of style, sometimes people will hit me up and they'll want this or that, you know. And if I think it's healthy, I'll let them know. If I think it's unhealthy, I'll let them know. Because I would want the same respect and same integrity for myself. I would want, you know, somebody to give that same level to me. So I'm just not, that's just not my personality. So for me, it's about, and I think that's why I retain clients pretty well, because I'm very transparent. I'm who I am at the age I am. I know who I am. I'm happy with the person that I am, because for me, I care about people. And so for me, being in this service industry, you know, I have the integrity to sometimes tell people no. I mean, the answer can't always be yes, because sometimes clients are used to getting what they want, because a lot of times, they can just get what they want. But for me, if I know it's not healthy for your hair, the answer gonna be no. Like, that's gonna be a negatory, because at the end of the day, I don't want you to sit in my chair and then I'm taking your hair out, and I know what I'm doing to your hair will take your hair out, and I'm still doing it because you're telling me that's what you want, and then I'm still making money, but I'm making money off doing something that I know is gonna make your hair come out. Like, that's, to me, that's ridiculous. Like, and that's the thing about business ownership. You have to have policies and procedures. You have to have integrity. And sometimes you have to be able to tell your clients no. Like, the answer can't always be yes. They're coming to you for your expertise. If you don't have the expertise, or you don't have the level of training that they're looking for, then just be honest. Because people will respect you more with your honesty. Because if you say, ma'am, Miss Smith, Miss Jones, Miss whomever, Miss Jane Doe, like, I haven't been doing color a long time, I just got out of cosmetology school, da da da. If you tell them that, they'll be willing to probably stick with you because of your integrity. Because it don't even matter about it being the hair industry or the service industry. I mean, this in general, in life, it's hard to find integrity nowadays. Like, so at the end of the day, if people see that you have integrity and they see that you run your business, you have a business model and you have a business reputation and a brand to uphold, because the answer can't always be yes. You have to sometimes tell a client no. Because at the end of the day, if they trying to get this and trying to get that on top of that, the two chemicals, that's going to end up causing some breakage. And then sometimes people will go from chair to chair to get what they want. And so, in all honesty, that's ridiculous, because I'm going to do my due diligence for my clients, and I feel like they know that, and I feel like I show them that. I'm going to make sure I show them that, because it'll bother me at the end of the day if I'm doing something that's harmful to my client's hair, because you only get one head of hair. That's all God gave us, one head. So I could have just stayed in corporate America working if I was going to come back into the hair industry and then just have no integrity. Like, to me, that's ridiculous. So I'm in the back of her head now. I started in the front. I like to kind of start in the front sometimes, because that way you can make sure you don't run out. You want the front to look fuller. The back doesn't have to look so full, unless a client going to be trying to do half up, half down, or trying to do ponytails and other styles. If they are, you need to ask them that, because if they're trying to do all that, then you need to put more hair in there. That's going to require more, because when they do that half up and half down, you don't want to see cornrows showing. I appreciate you guys watching. This is the finished look. I hope you like it. I hope you will comment, like, subscribe, y'all. Come on now. Doesn't she look beautiful? And her own hair is longer than this. Oh, help me, Jesus. I made it through. Thank y'all for y'all prayers. See you on the next video.